What's up everybody, Jerome here, back once again bringing you guys another video here onto this YouTube channel. Now yes, I know the Persona 5 trailer, the newest one, was out for like a couple of days already. I do apologize that I couldn't make a trailer analysis as fast as I could. Basically, my excuse is that work had me busy. I had to load a truck with my stepfather. We had to drive all the way down to Miami and unload for this event, and we had to stay there, then reload and drive all the way back. It was a pain in the ass. But I am now free. It is completely over, and the first thing that I wanted to do was to make a trailer analysis for this Persona 5 video. I just literally watched it a couple minutes ago, and this is my second take because in the first take I really messed up a lot, and it was not fun. Anyways, I'm glad to be back, and without further ado, let's look at this little trailer. All right, let's do it. Now the first thing we get is our main protagonist. A very similar scene as from the past trailer, where he's being interrogated. We see this man hurt. He's bruised up. We hear him over a different voice and like a little bit of extra shots of this one scene. I do not know what they're saying. I'm pretty sure there was a translated version of this trailer, but I was too lazy to look it up. I do apologize. But that's that. It's just him being interrogated. Now I'm pretty sure what she's asking is how he's affiliated with these crime syndicates and what the hell's been happening in the city. That's my personal opinion. That's what I think is happening. Here we get a very similar transition of like bars falling down. Very similar transition, and then but this time we don't see our characters running by it like they did in the other trailer. This time it opens up and they run towards the screen, and we obviously see that there's more characters, basically showing us a glimpse that there's actually more characters to be shown in this trailer, which there is, and I'm pretty happy. They pop into a dungeon filled with paintings, and I'm telling you guys, man, I swear this is what's gonna happen. You know, like how now I don't really attend those Persona 5 news at all, because why the hell would I waste my time with that? Sure, they got figurines. Okay, I'll learn about that sooner or later. But I never really tuned into those things because I waited for this game for too damn long to listen to some bullshit, basically. But I swear this is gonna happen. You know, like in Persona 3, and in Persona 4, of course, there was that special time in the game where we would go, and then it'll be the place where all the other dungeons will be at. In Persona 3, it was Tartarus. In Persona 4, it was the TV world. And I swear, I swear, in this game, it's gonna be like some kind of museum where it's gonna, you know, take place more or less. But maybe I'm just being stupid. Maybe I'm just being too rushy of the whole thing. But why else would there be like a ton of paintings, especially from like the past trailers? Oh God. So in my personal opinion, I personally think that maybe it's a museum that's gonna be the base of operations to go to and go into these other dungeons, and we jump into the paintings and we see all these other unique dungeons. That's my personal opinion. Again, I'm just thinking out loud. And here we obviously see basically how unique these dungeons can be and will be. Now in Persona 3, I know I'm always going to compare it to Persona 3 and Persona 4. In Persona 3, I have to say the dungeons were really freaking lazy, but the shadows were really cool. In Persona 4, the dungeons were really good, but the shadows were really blah. Not like the enemies, like the boss enemies, but I'm talking about like the normal enemies, because they were just repeats and shit like that. Now here in Persona 5, in this one shot, we obviously get to see how unique these dungeons may be. Now I don't know if it's gonna go for all of them. More or less it should, because I do not want to see repeats. But it looked really sick. I'm really looking forward to seeing how these dungeons are, like visually especially. It's gonna be so sick, man. It's gonna be so cool. I cannot wait. Oh, there's that PS Studio transition, and then we see our character running through the school and through the city. Now, the first part is the school. What we see is characters with these which I'm assuming are bubbles, thought bubbles, basically. That's what they're called. I had to think about it. That you could just talk to. Now, I don't know if they're like maybe social links, or maybe that's completely gone, or maybe these are just random characters with like the side quests or something like that. Like in Persona 4, there was side quests that you could do. And here in the scene where he's running through like not the city. It's more or less the of an alleyway. We see on the minimap different icons, and then we obviously see the one logo icon that stands out on the minimap, and it's the V, a very blue V. And what else can that be? Obviously, that's where Makoto Yuki is. I'm just joking. Obviously, that's just the Velvet Room. Then here in the next scene, we see one of the more hairiest of all the legs in the Persona series. But what happens after that is that we see a floor boss fight occurring. Now, when I watched this trailer, I assumed these different things, basically. I assumed these different things before I made my second take, which is this take. And what I basically came up with is that you're going to run into these humans, quote-unquote, first. And they're going to give you a little lecture talking, of course, that's going to happen. And then they transform into these floor boss. Again, from watching the trailer a couple of times already, I'm assuming that these dungeons and these floor bosses are affiliated with the Rings of Hell. You know, like gluttony, wrath, sloth, greed, pride, all this kind of crazy stuff. Basically. And this one is obviously gluttony. It looks really sick, though. I really do like its design. And we obviously see a very new, unique option menu for our character. Instead of scrolling up and down with the D-pad to get to a certain point, like options and items and shit like that, right here we see it's just a button. You just press a button and then it will take you to it'll do the action. It's really cool. It's really basic. I really do like it. It makes the game look a lot more cleaner, and it basically it's representing a break. You know how like you would break a glass with like a rock and then it would shatter? That's basically what it's representing right here. I like it. It's pretty cool. And here we have a very small cutscene of a big dude walking, and then all of a sudden he just has a heart attack. Again, from watching this trailer, I'm assuming that these enemies, they were humans at first, but this thing, whatever happens to them, and then they become the little floor bosses that occur later on into the game. Like maybe this guy is greed. Who knows? Again, this is just a trailer analysis. I'm just pulling things out of my ass. And then obviously right here we see a very short glimpse of another dungeon, and it's all money, cash money, the greens, the granola, the cheese, all of it. Now again, the Rings of Hell, this has to be greed. What else can it be? It has to be greed. It can't be pride. It can't be wrath. Why would wrath have change all over the damn place? It can't be lust or sloth. It has to be greed, right? Hopefully. And here we see a very short glimpse of our character utilizing the stealth mechanic in this game. And there's obviously an enemy right there in front of him. He basically rips off the mask and ending the fight within just one sneak attack. Now here's what I think is happening. The sneak mechanic is there. It is definitely there. But it's not for obtaining quick other demons or personas, if you guys want to call them that. It's not for that. It's basically for making a quick, easy route to get to the next area. That's what the sneak mechanic is for. Now if you want to try to obtain the other demons or personas, you obviously would have to fight them face to face. But again, what I think is that the sneak mechanic is just to make an easy way through the dungeon. It has to be. Why else would there be? Because on the next scene, after he rips the dude's face off, or the mask, there's just an award screen where money, XP, and all this kind of stuff. So again, it's just my personal opinion on what this sneak mechanic may just be utilized for. Next thing we see our other female character. You know, she's getting very pissed, but she's very beautiful. I love my short-haired women, but with her eyes yellow. Now, in the first trailer, Persona 5, we see our main character having yellow eyes as well, and then he turns into our scene, right? He turns into his persona. Now, as the other past Persona 3 and Persona 4 game, we don't really fight ourselves. You know what I mean? We don't fight the main character's persona at all. Or demon, if you guys want to call it. I do not know what it's called at this point. It's literally a mix between Shin Megami Tensei and Persona. But what I'm thinking is this. That's going to happen, and then they change into their personas, and then you fight the personas, they obtain the mask, and they'll be part of your party. That's what I think is going to happen. But here, they do some really well editing to basically hide that concept to see if it's true or not. And they basically give her shot with no yellow eyes, this is her normal red eyes, but then she has a mask, and she rips it off, and then she gets her suit of justice on, and a motorcycle. which is pretty sick. Which is basically saying she just obtained her persona, or she got to the point where she's so pissed and then it just happened. That's basically it. But I'm just going with my first hypothesis. They transform, we fight, and then all of a sudden that. Here we see gameplay of her, and my god, dude, they just had to make her a freaking close-range combat fisticuff kind of woman. I love it. I love fisticuffs characters, man. Akatsuki from Under Night in Birth, Koma from freaking Melty Blood, Slayer from actually Guilty Gear. I do not know how to play Guilty Gear, but I do like watching Slayer put some work. It's really sick. I just have a thing for that kind of fighting style. It's just so sick. I love it. And then she does that Akira shoulder bash. Very, very naughty. Because, you know, again, Sega is actually the owner of Atlas now. So a lot of people really forgot about that. So maybe that's a homage to Akira, maybe? Hopefully? Here we see them going into the pyramid dungeon, which is really cool. And within this pyramid dungeon, we see that there may be puzzles. And right here, we see just a dude with yellow eyes. Again, like I said before, these enemies are obviously the floor masters, but they were humans at first, and they had that little heart attack. Then they're here. Now, I don't know what this dude is representing, if it is following the whole Rings of Hell ordeal, but the transformation process for them to go into their quote-unquote final form, it looks really painful. We're talking about them just laughing it off, and then all of a sudden their human bodies explode into the bosses. It's awesome. And right here is probably one of my personal favorite scenes within the whole entire game, and it's the Sphinx. They made the Sphinx look so badass. This is the desert dungeon too. I just love it, man. It's so freaking awesome. It's so awesome looking. I don't have any words to describe it besides that it looks freaking awesome. Here we have animated cutscenes of our other new character, and her name is Futaba. Now, I'm gonna be honest. She's the only character I remember name-wise in this whole entire game. It's because she is so cool. She's so geeky. She's so cute. I do love it. I love it. And obviously right here we see what she is. She's our little analyzer. She's kind of cool. I do love it. But her persona or her demon is a UFO with a freaking gargoyle on top, which is really bizarre. But it's a UFO. And I do like it. I really do like it. She is a welcoming party analyzer, dude. I love it, dude. And then we get another shot with our character running through town at night. And the next thing you see is him going into work late at night. Now, this is obviously just a way to make some quick change. But I don't know if it's gonna be affiliated with the character development itself. You know, like how in Persona 4, it would, like, doing these different jobs would do, like, diligence, intelligence, and, you know, understanding and all this kind of stuff. Maybe that's gonna be in here, or maybe they completely took that out. I'm not too sure. But obviously, this is just a way for us to make some quick money. If it increases our stats in some way, in form, that would be kind of cool. Very similar cutscene into Vegas. Vegas cutscene, basically, yeah. And basically, from right at this point, there's nothing else I can say besides there's gonna be animated cutscenes. There's this boss bug dude that makes his appearance. More scenes. Again, I can't explain everything that I see. Like, they're just there. Like, here we go, is our character flying through holes in our little sci-fi space dungeon. But here we see our another very fancy female character. I do like her. I actually really do like her. And boosh, we get to see her in action. And with this one shot right here, that one shot where she sips tea and the enemies basically explode. Adieu. Also, is she French? Oh, maybe. But she totally reminds me of the character from Madoka Magica, the blonde chick with the freaking gun magic. It's so sick. I love that character so much. But she totally reminds me of her. I like it. I like her. I really do like her. It's literally Futaba, the fist-to-fist chick, this chick, and then maybe the blonde girl. Again, I do not remember the name. I'm not very well informed, basically, because it's just that, man. There's the character. Again, I waited for this game for too damn long. I don't care if I know their names or not. That's it. And then we see little baby cake, the littlest of all the cakes. What the fuck is this scene? Somebody please explain to me what is happening. Why is our main protagonist and our painter dude having white pupils. Like, what the fuck? Is this supposed to be a comedy scene? Maybe it's a mistake on their part that they just left in. I don't know, but it is. It's quite weird, to say the least. But who's under that towel? It's nonetheless the beautiful Futaba. She's the only character I know. By name-wise. It's kind of sad. Again, she's just great, man. She's my waifu. I like her already. Animated cutscenes, and that's basically the end of this trailer, to be honest. It's animated cutscenes and a little bit of more gameplay. There's nothing I could really say about it. Oh, besides this part. Now, this shot is extremely weird to me, at least. Maybe it's like a new move for Alice, because obviously right here we see Alice right behind our main protagonist, and she's basically sending Monokumos onto the demons as like a unique attack. Maybe it's a team attack, or maybe it's just, again, just another new unique attack for Alice, but it looks kind of funny and I do like it. And here we see a duo all-out attack kind of ordeal. I'm hoping that they all have different unique animations, because why the hell not? If they don't, then shit, they are lazy. But I'm really hoping that they have like all these different animations for like characters. Like it will be our main character with the painter dude, or the painter dude with this blonde chick. They do like this unique freaking animation for the double up attack. It'll be really cool. It'll be really cool to see, but that's just maybe far-fetching a little bit. Who knows? But they held this game back for far too long. They better have something unique. Shit. We see our Velvet Room attendees, and obviously we see guillotines with the Velvet Room symbol on it, which I do not know what the hell that stands for. But whatever. More cutscenes. Futaba looking like an alien. And right here is like a scene that I really like. It just seems so badass, dude. Now, again, if they are following the whole 7 Rings of Hell, that means Pride is obviously in here somewhere. He has to be. And this is who I'm thinking Pride may be. Because it can't be Wrath. Wrath is Wrath. It's kind of self-explanatory. It can't be Sloth. It can't be Lust. This dude is stepping on human bodies, walking his way up to, which I'm assuming is his chair up top. But I do like it. He made a good impression on my part already. It's just so sick. More animated cutscenes of our characters running out, saving the day, walking towards Las Vegas? Oh! Oh, okay. Or maybe the casino may be the place for our dungeons. It's either the casino or a museum. It has to be one of those. And here we have our exact date of when it's going to be released. Waited years for this damn thing, and now they finally give us an exact date. But wait! Yep. Right now we we hear Igor's new voice. Now, for you guys who are unaware about the occurrence on why he has a new voice, it's literally because his original voice actor passed. Yes, his voice actor passed. A lot of us were worried that, again, like with the OG Igor gone, did he finish his lines in Persona 5? Or do we have to get another person? And right here, it obviously shows it. They had to get a new dude to redo his whole line. We don't know how many lines Igor has, but because of that little sneak peek of what our new Igor sounds like, I'm assuming this is one of the reasons why they had to hold it back. Hold back the game, that is. So that this new voice actor could do Igor's lines. And I like it. It's welcoming, but it's like, it's so weird because it's so deep. It's so deep sounding, but hey, it's welcoming. I like it. And yeah, that's basically my little trailer analysis. It's not really the well thought out trailer analysis. Again, I just got back from work from Miami. The first thing that I wanted to do, of course, was to get some rest and to do this trailer analysis. I hopefully think I did a good job. Maybe if I did a good job, that'd be great. But yeah, that's all I have. Again, so maybe they are going on the 7 Rings of Hell route, Gluttony, Wrath. That'll be kind of cool. We do not know where our dungeons main base are. Like maybe it's in the casino, or maybe it's in the museum. It's one of those. We got to see what these 4 bosses are. They were obviously human at first, But then all of a sudden, if they have that little heart attack, then they must have just changed, you know what I mean? They change, they go into that world, and then they become the floor bosses. So yeah, and I guess you could say that's like my first impression of it as well. I do like it. I cannot wait for it. I'm going to be getting the more expensive version of this fucking game, importing it from Japan. Hopefully it has a English option. Just hopefully. And yeah, I cannot wait for this game. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Persona 3 may have to be on hold, and Persona 5 is gonna obviously take over the channel along with many others. But being a huge Persona fan, I really cannot wait. It's gonna be really, really awesome. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please, if you guys enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button. If you guys really didn't enjoy it, just tell me what you guys thought was wrong about it down in the comments below. Don't be rude. That's the whole, like, give me just constructive criticism so I could improve later on in the future. If you're saying, oh, dude, you fucking suck, how am I supposed to improve off of that? How am I supposed to improve off of that? But without further ado, JeromeTelos is the name. I will be playing this game on the channel and on Twitch. Oh, wait. And who is your waifu? Who is your waifu in this game by far? My waifu is obviously Futaba. She's great. She's a geek. I love it. And I will be seeing you guys very soon. Alright guys, take care.